Chosen one, God says, this is a setup, do not make this mistake emergency. I need you to listen closely because this is not ordinary, and if you scroll past or ignore this, you may miss something that was meant to protect you at the exact moment you need it most. This is a setup, not in the way you fear, but in the way you do not yet understand, and if you react the wrong way, you could walk straight into the trap that was never meant for you. I am warning you now because I see what you cannot see yet, and I know the decision forming in your heart. If you stay until the end, I will reveal why this situation is unfolding and how you can avoid the mistake that will cost you peace, blessings, and direction. Type Amen if you agree. This is a setup because everything around you right now is being arranged to test your reaction, not your strength. You think the problem is the situation itself, but the real danger is how you respond to it. There is something happening behind the scenes that you are not aware of, and it is carefully positioned to provoke you into acting too fast, speaking too quickly, or trusting the wrong voice. I am telling you clearly, do not rush, do not panic, and do not assume that what you see is the full truth. You are standing in a moment where your next move matters more than you realize, and the enemy is hoping you will act from emotion instead of wisdom. This is why you feel pressure, confusion, and urgency all at once. It is designed that way so you will make a mistake without thinking deeply. But I did not bring you this far to let you fall into something that can be avoided, and that is why I am speaking to you now with clarity and urgency. Before you go further, take a moment and like this video as a simple act of faith, because sometimes the smallest action opens the door for the biggest breakthrough. You must understand that not every opportunity is from me, and not every door that opens is meant for you to walk through. Some doors are placed in front of you to see if you have learned to wait for my voice instead of chasing what looks good. This is the setup, not to harm you, but to reveal whether you trust your feelings or my guidance. If you choose wrong, you will feel the weight of it, but if you choose right, you will see protection in ways you did not expect. Right now, something or someone is trying to pull you into a decision that feels urgent, but urgency is not always truth. I am asking you to slow down because what is being presented to you is not as simple as it appears. There are layers, hidden intentions, and outcomes that you cannot yet see clearly. If you move too quickly, you will align yourself with something that drains you instead of lifting you. Type 777 if you trust God. You have felt this deep inside already, that small voice telling you something is not right, even if everything looks fine on the outside. That feeling is not fear, it is discernment, and I placed it in you for moments like this. Do not silence it just because others are pushing you or because the situation feels uncomfortable. Your peace is more important than pleasing people, and your alignment with me is more important than fitting into what others expect. This is where many make the mistake. They ignore the warning, they override the inner voice, and they step into something they later regret. I am stopping you before that happens because you are chosen, and I do not allow warnings to come to you without purpose. When I speak like this, it is because something significant is at stake, something that could shift your path if you are not careful. You may be dealing with a person who is not being fully honest, or a situation that is not showing its true nature yet. You may feel pulled to say something, to react, or to make a decision that feels final. But I am telling you, this is not the time to act impulsively. This is the time to observe, to listen, and to wait for clarity. When you wait, what is hidden will begin to reveal itself without you forcing anything. There is also something important you need to understand about this setup. It is not just about avoiding a mistake, It is about strengthening your awareness. I am teaching you how to recognize patterns, how to feel the difference between truth and illusion, and how to trust me even when things do not make immediate sense. This moment is shaping you, not breaking you. You are not alone in this, even if it feels like you are the only one who sees things differently. I am with you in every thought, every hesitation, and every moment of doubt. I see the pressure you are under, and I know how hard it is to stand still when everything around you is moving fast. But I need you to trust that stillness is your protection right now. There are forces that do not want you to succeed, and they operate through confusion, distraction, and emotional triggers. That is why this feels intense. But I am greater than anything trying to come against you, and my protection is already surrounding you. You just need to stay aligned with me and not step outside of that covering through rushed decisions. What you are facing right now will pass, but the lesson it carries will stay with you for the rest of your life. If you handle this correctly, you will come out stronger, wiser, and more aware than ever before. You will look back and realize that what felt like a threat was actually a turning point that protected you from something much worse. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. So do not be afraid of this moment. Do not run from it, and do not try to control it. Just stay grounded, stay calm, and stay connected to me. I will guide you step by step, and I will make sure you do not fall into what was never meant for you. I have been watching it develop, and I have also been preparing you, even when you did not realize it. Every lesson you learned, every delay you faced, and every time you had to wait longer than expected, was building the strength you need for this exact moment. Nothing about this is random, and nothing about your presence here is an accident. The setup is not just about what is happening around you, it is about what is happening within you. There is a part of you that has grown, that has become more aware, more sensitive, and more connected to truth. But there is also a part of you that still reacts quickly, that still feels the pull of emotion, and that part is being tested right now. I am allowing this moment to reveal which part you will listen to. Will you follow the old pattern of reacting, or will you step into the new awareness I have been building inside you? Type 1111 if you believe. You may notice that something about this situation feels familiar, as if you have been here before in a different form. That is not your imagination. You have faced similar tests in the past, but the difference now is that you are not the same person anymore. You have learned, you have grown, and you have gained insight that you did not have before. This is your chance to respond differently and break the cycle that once held you back. If you choose wisely, you will not have to repeat this lesson again. There is a voice trying to rush you, telling you that you need to act now or you will lose something important. That voice is not from me. I do not operate through panic or pressure. When I guide you, there is clarity, even if the path is not fully visible. There is peace, even if the situation is uncertain. What you are feeling right now is not clarity, it is pressure. And pressure is often the sign that something is not aligned with my will for you. Look closely at what is being offered to you or what is being demanded from you. Does it bring peace or does it bring confusion? Does it feel steady or does it feel forced? These are the signs you must pay attention to. I have given you the ability to sense what is right and what is wrong, not through logic alone, but through the deep knowing inside your spirit. That knowing is speaking to you now, even if you are trying to ignore it. You may also feel a strong emotional pull toward a certain choice, as if your heart is being tugged in one direction. But not every strong feeling is truth. Sometimes emotions are stirred to distract you from what is real. I am asking you to step back and separate what you feel from what you know. Your feelings may change, but truth remains steady. If you quiet your mind and listen deeply, you will recognize that steady truth within you. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There is something else you must understand about this moment. The outcome is not just about you. Your decision will affect more than you can see right now. It will influence your future path, your relationships, and even the opportunities that come to you later. That is why the pressure feels so strong. There is a lot connected to this one choice. But do not let that overwhelm you. Instead, let it remind you to slow down and choose carefully. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be aware. Awareness is what keeps you aligned with me. When you are aware, you notice the small signs, the subtle shifts, and the inner signals that guide you. When you are not aware, you move automatically, reacting without thinking, and that is when mistakes happen. Right now, awareness is your greatest protection. There may also be people around you who are influencing your thinking, whether intentionally or not. They may be giving advice, sharing opinions, or pushing you toward a certain decision. But you must remember that not everyone sees what you see, and not everyone understands what you are going through. Their perspective is limited, and if you rely on it too much, you may lose sight of your own truth. Listen, but do not let their voices overpower the voice I have placed inside you. You are not weak for hesitating, you are wise for pausing. The world often tells you to move fast, to decide quickly, and to act without delay. But I am telling you something different. I am telling you to wait, to observe, and to allow things to unfold naturally. When you wait, you give truth the time it needs to reveal itself. When you rush, you cut that process short and step into something incomplete. There is also a hidden blessing in this setup that you have not yet seen. It is not just about avoiding a mistake, it is about positioning you for something better. If you choose not to act on impulse, you will create space for a greater opportunity to come into your life. Something that aligns with your purpose, something that brings peace instead of confusion, and something that strengthens you instead of draining you. This is why I am asking you to trust me, even if it feels difficult. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You may feel alone in this decision, as if no one truly understands what you are dealing with, but you are not alone. I am with you, guiding you, watching over you, and protecting you. Every step you take, I am aware of it. Every thought you have, I see it. And every moment you choose to trust me, I strengthen you in ways you may not immediately notice. Do not let fear control your actions. Fear will push you to make decisions that are not aligned with your true path. Instead, let trust guide you. trust that I am leading you away from what is not meant for you and toward what is. Even if you do not see the full picture right now, know that I do. And I am working in your favor, even in this moment of uncertainty. This situation will soon become clearer. What is hidden will come to light, and what feels confusing now will begin to make sense. But until that happens, your role is simple. Stay calm, stay aware, and stay connected to me. Do not let the noise around you distract you from the quiet truth within you. You are stronger than you think, and you are more prepared than you realize. Everything you have been through has led you to this moment, and nothing has been wasted. This is your chance to step into a higher level of understanding, to break old patterns, and to move forward with clarity and confidence. What you are about to understand now goes deeper than what you have seen so far, because this setup is not only external, it is also spiritual. There are things happening beyond your physical sight, and they are influencing the atmosphere around you in ways you cannot fully explain. That sudden heaviness, that pressure in your thoughts, and that feeling that something is slightly off is not something you should ignore. It is your spirit picking up on what your eyes cannot see yet, and I am asking you to respect that awareness instead of dismissing it. There is a pattern in how this situation is unfolding, and if you look carefully, you will notice it. Things are being rushed, conversations feel incomplete, and certain details do not fully add up. This is how traps are often disguised, not through obvious danger, but through subtle confusion. When everything seems almost right, but not fully clear, that is when you must pause the most. Clarity from me never leaves you questioning your peace for too long. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is also someone connected to this situation who is not revealing their full intention. This does not always mean they are evil, but it does mean they are not aligned with the truth you need right now. They may be acting from their own fears, their own desires, or their own hidden motives. And without realizing it, they could be pulling you into something that benefits them more than it benefits you. This is why I am asking you to step back and observe, instead of immediately trusting what is being presented. You may feel the urge to explain yourself, to defend your position, or to prove something to someone, but this is not the moment for that. Not every situation requires your response, and not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected immediately. Sometimes silence protects you more than words ever could. When you stay quiet, you give truth the space to reveal itself without interference. There is also a lesson here about boundaries. You have been learning how to protect your energy, how to say no when necessary, and how to recognize when something is not right for you. This moment is asking you to apply that lesson in a real and practical way. It is easy to understand boundaries in theory, but it is much harder to live them when pressure is involved. Yet this is exactly where your growth becomes real. Type yes to receive miracles. You are not being asked to reject everything or to become distant from everyone. You are being asked to be discerning. There is a difference between closing your heart and protecting your peace. I want your heart to remain open, but I also want your mind to remain clear. When both are balanced, you are able to move through situations like this without losing yourself. There is also something important about timing that you need to understand. The reason this feels urgent is because it is trying to force you out of alignment with the right timing. When something is truly meant for you, it does not need to be forced into a small window of panic. It will align with peace, even if it requires patience. What is being rushed right now is not respecting that timing, and that is why it feels unstable. You may be wondering what will happen if you choose to wait, if you choose not to act right now. Let me tell you clearly, You will not lose what is truly meant for you. What is meant for you cannot be taken away by waiting. In fact, waiting often reveals whether something was truly yours or just a distraction. If it disappears when you pause, then it was never meant to stay. There is also a shift happening inside you that is making you more sensitive to truth. Things that once felt normal now feel uncomfortable. Situations that you once accepted without question now make you pause. This is not a weakness. This is growth. You are becoming more aligned with me, and because of that, your tolerance for what is not right is decreasing. This is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Is it really possible to attract money more naturally using a 7-second ritual? Research connected to the CIA suggests certain brainwave states influence how opportunities appear in your life. This technique, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift away from financial pressure toward improved lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. But growth also brings tests, and this is one of them. It is not here to harm you, but to confirm that you are ready for the next level. When you pass this, you will notice a change in how you see things. You will trust yourself more, you will feel less pressure to prove anything, and you will move with a quiet confidence that does not need validation from others. There is also protection in delay. What feels like a delay is often me removing obstacles that you cannot see. If you rush ahead, you may step into something that has not been cleared yet. But when you wait, you allow me to go before you and prepare the way. This is why patience is not a weakness, it is a form of trust. You are not behind in your life, you are not missing out. And you are not losing opportunities by being careful. The world may try to make you feel that way, but that is not the truth. Your path is unique, and it is guided by me, not by the pace of others. When you stay aligned with me, everything you need will come at the right time. There is also something that will soon be revealed to you that will confirm what you are sensing right now. It may come through a conversation, a sudden realization, or an unexpected event. When it happens, you will understand why I asked you to wait. You will see the full picture more clearly, and you will be grateful that you did not act too quickly. Until then, your focus should remain on staying grounded. Do not let your thoughts spiral into fear or overthinking. Stay present, stay calm, and stay connected to me. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness. In that stillness, you will find the clarity you need. You are protected in ways you do not always see. There are things I have already blocked, paths I have already redirected, and outcomes I have already changed for your good. This is just another moment where that protection is active. But your cooperation matters. You must choose to align with it. This is not the end of the situation. There is more unfolding, more being revealed, and more clarity coming your way. But for now, your role is simple. Do not rush, do not react from emotion, and do not ignore the inner knowing that is guiding you. When I speak with urgency, it is because something important is standing at a turning point, and your awareness in this moment will determine how that turning point shapes your path. There is a deeper layer to this setup that you are only starting to recognize. It is not just about avoiding a wrong choice, it is about recognizing what has been trying to pull you out of alignment for a long time. This situation is simply the clearest version of it. What you are facing now has roots in past patterns, past decisions, and past moments where you felt unsure but moved forward anyway. This time, I am asking you to do something different. Type 1010 to receive blessings. You may feel a strong pull to return to what is familiar, even if it is not right for you. Familiarity can feel safe, even when it leads you away from peace. This is one of the hidden parts of the setup. It tries to draw you back into old habits, old responses, and old ways of thinking. But you are no longer the same person who once followed those patterns without question. You have grown, and now you must act from that growth. There is also something about this moment that is exposing truth. It may not be fully visible yet, but cracks are beginning to show. Small inconsistencies, small doubts, and small realizations are appearing, and they are not random, they are signals. When you notice them, do not ignore them or try to explain them away. They are part of the clarity that is slowly unfolding in front of you. You may also feel frustration building inside you, especially if you are waiting for answers that are not coming quickly. That frustration is understandable, but it is also part of the pressure that can lead you into a mistake. When answers are delayed, it is often because more needs to be revealed before you can make the right decision. If you act before that revelation comes, you may miss something important. Type 222 to claim miracles. There is something else I need you to understand clearly. You do not need to prove anything in this moment. You do not need to prove your worth, your loyalty, your strength, or your understanding. The need to prove yourself can push you into actions that are not aligned with your truth. Let go of that pressure. Your value does not depend on how quickly you respond or how much you explain yourself to others. There may also be a sense that you are being watched, judged, or evaluated by others. That feeling can create a need to act quickly so you can control how you are perceived. But this is not about how others see you. This is about how you stay aligned with me. When you focus on that alignment, the opinions of others lose their power over your decisions. You are being invited into a deeper level of trust right now. Not just trust in me, but trust in yourself. I have placed wisdom inside you, and I have been guiding you through every experience you have had. That guidance did not stop when this situation appeared. It is still active, still present, and still leading you. You just need to slow down enough to hear it clearly. There is also protection in stepping back. When you remove yourself from the intensity of the situation, even for a short time, you allow your mind to settle and your perspective to widen. This distance can reveal things that were hidden when you were too close to it. Do not be afraid to take that step back. It is not avoidance, it is clarity. What if most people struggle financially because they never activate a specific brainwave? Leading neuroscientists point to CIA-linked research that highlights this missing link. This 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people rethink their financial habits and improve outcomes. Many are now moving into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and traveling on luxury vacations. But this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed. You may notice that when you create that space, your thoughts begin to organize themselves. What once felt confusing starts to make more sense. What once felt urgent starts to lose its pressure. This is how you know you are moving back into alignment. Peace begins to return, and with that peace comes understanding. There is also something shifting in the people involved. Their actions, their words, and their energy will begin to reveal more over time. You do not need to force anything out of them. Truth has a way of showing itself without being chased. Your role is to observe, not to control. When you observe, you remain grounded. When you try to control, you become entangled in what you are trying to understand. You are not powerless in this situation. You have more control than you realize, but that control comes from your ability to choose your response. You cannot control what others do, but you can control how you react. And right now, your reaction is the most important part of this entire setup. If you stay calm, aware, and aligned, you will move through this without harm. There is also something being prepared for you beyond this moment. Something that requires you to be clear, steady, and aligned. If you carry confusion or misalignment from this situation into what is coming next, it will affect how you receive that next opportunity. That is why this moment matters so much. It is not just about now, it is about what comes after. You are being positioned, even if it does not feel like it. Every decision you make, every moment you choose, awareness over reaction, and every time you trust me instead of rushing, is shaping your path forward. You may not see the full result immediately, but it is building, step by step. There is also a reminder I need to give you. You are not defined by this moment. This is a part of your journey, not the whole of it. Do not let temporary confusion make you question your direction or your worth. You are still on the path I have for you, and nothing that is happening right now has the power to remove you from it unless you step away from alignment. You are stronger than this pressure, and you are wiser than this confusion. Everything you need to move through this is already within you. I have placed it there, and I am reminding you of it now. Trust that, hold on to that, and let it guide you through what you are facing. There is still more clarity coming, and there is still more that will be revealed to you. As you continue to stay grounded and connected, you will begin to see things in a way that removes all doubt. What once felt uncertain will become clear, and what once felt heavy will begin to lift. For a long time, you may have trusted what looked right on the surface, but now you are being shown how to see deeper. This is not always comfortable, because it requires you to question things you once accepted. But this is how growth works. It removes illusion so that truth can stand clearly in front of you. Type 777 to affirm your belief. You are also beginning to notice that certain things no longer sit well with you. Conversations feel different, intentions feel clearer, and your tolerance for what is not aligned is changing. This is not something to fear. This is a sign that you are moving closer to who you are meant to be. When your awareness increases, your standards naturally rise with it. And that means you will no longer accept what once felt normal, but was never truly right for you. There is also a shift happening in how you respond to pressure. Before, you may have felt the need to act quickly just to relieve the discomfort, but now you are learning to sit with that discomfort without letting it control you. This is a powerful change. It means you are no longer being driven by urgency, but by understanding. And when you move from understanding, your decisions become stronger and more aligned. There is something I need you to see clearly. The mistake you are being warned about is not just one action, it is a pattern. It is the pattern of reacting before reflecting, of trusting too quickly, and of moving without full clarity. This setup is exposing that pattern so you can break it completely. Once you break it, you will not return to it again. This is why this moment feels so intense. It carries the weight of transformation. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. You may also be noticing a difference in how others respond to you now. Some may become distant, some may become more intense, and some may try harder to influence your decisions. This is because your energy is changing. When you begin to stand in truth, it affects the people around you. Not everyone will be comfortable with that change, but that does not mean you should step back. It means you should stand firm in what you know is right. there is also something being removed from your life through this process. It may not be obvious yet, but something that does not belong in your next chapter is slowly being pulled away. This is part of the protection you are under. Sometimes removal does not look like protection in the moment, but later you will see that it created space for something better. Trust that what is leaving is making room for what is meant to stay. You are also learning the value of silence in a deeper way. Silence is not weakness, it is strength under control. When you choose not to react immediately, you create space for truth to surface. You also prevent yourself from becoming entangled in something that does not deserve your energy. This is a skill that will serve you far beyond this moment. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping individuals improve daily life. Many are now stepping into dream homes, upgrading to luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could be deleted at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is a calmness that will begin to grow inside you as you continue to stay aligned. At first, it may feel unfamiliar, especially if you are used to reacting quickly. But that calmness is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It is the peace that comes from trusting me, even when you do not have all the answers. Hold on to that peace. Let it guide you more than your fears or your doubts.